Folks, it's Nuria at Vintiquity, and today I've got another video from items that I purchased way back in, let me check my notes, this was from September of last year, and I have another batch that I'm going to do, which I actually purchased also sometime last year, but first I want to talk about the fact that I was really busy in the last couple of weeks, and it's taking its toll where I wasn't able to pluck, but I was able to do that last night while we watched a little bit of Curse of Oak Island. They still haven't found anything, so a little bit of gold here and there. I don't know what that means. I'm not a geologist, and I do not know anything about why they're finding these little traces of gold and silver in the holes. Okay, but besides that, a bit of information from a piece that I did in a video of a haul, and this was an item that I purchased with a whole bunch of other pottery items at Value Village, and it is this lovely little piece. You can probably guess why I picked it up. It's interesting, right? And it is signed, or it's got the hallmarks right there. And I put $29 on this, and I took it up to the Antique Mall. I woke up a couple of nights ago. I think it would have been Saturday night probably, and couldn't sleep. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. And what else do you do when it's 3 o'clock in the morning? Well, you get on your phone. No, don't do that. You get on your phone and you scroll through Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. This time I decided that I was going to scroll through Instagram because there was a little pop-up there from a guy that I follow who is one of my customers. He comes into the store and he buys pottery from me in the store and also up at the Antique Mall. And as I'm scrolling through, he's got beautiful stuff. Scrolling through slowly, he does not put the marks on the items. So I found something that looked like this, except on his Instagram, it's one that is horizontal with the part that you put the candle on the side right over here. And I'm like, wait a minute, I have something like that. So I messaged him, and he replied with like a thumbs up. And I went and picked it up from the Antique Mall because that's where I had it. And yep, it's the same guy. The artist's name is Ron Tribe. And instead of it being a $29 beautiful little candle holder, it's probably $150, I'm going to say. So this is going to get repriced. I might actually pop this guy up on eBay. I'm going to try locally as well on Facebook Marketplace, but if it doesn't get bought there in the next few days, I will put it up on eBay. I've actually been giving eBay some love this week. So that is one of the first things that I wanted to show you. We do make mistakes. We sometimes find really great items. We don't know who it is. We underprice the items, and then we find out what it was. Well, thankfully this time around, I was able to find out who it was before it actually got sold. And it should have actually gotten sold quite a while ago, because I've had that there for maybe a couple of months, 2 or 3 months. And on that note, let's go to the purchases that we made in September. And the total cost with taxes was $135. So didn't pay very much for this lot. And I don't think I'm missing any items on this one. Sometimes I'm missing items and I don't know why. Maybe I just grab them because I want to take them directly to the antique mall or into the store right away because they're so great. And sometimes it's like stationary items that I actually need right away. So 21 items for 135. I would say that's really good, especially after you see what I have on here. You know, they're definitely worth more than $10. So even at $10, we're at $210. But yeah, let's go to it. Here we go. First item is a beautiful pottery mug. Pottery mugs do really well for me, so I pick them up when I see them and if they've got a really nice feel. This one has a mark on the bottom. I'm going to try to let you focus in on that. I'm going to turn it. I have no idea who made this, but I usually sell them for about $25 at the antique mall, and it does have a pattern in the glaze. That's one. I got another nice mug. This one's a little bit bigger. This one is also marked, and I'm going to put it the right way. There we go. Don't know who made it, but it is Vancouver, and I don't know if that's a date. I'll have to see, but it's a nice mug. Okay. Let's continue with pottery or such items. This is the next one. I know nothing about this. I don't know if it's old. I don't know if they tried to make it look old. This is actually, it's almost like a plaster that is on it, so I don't know if they did that to make it look old. But something I didn't notice that I just noticed now is this looks like a crack. So I don't think it's going to affect the pot or the jug itself, but it's a nice decorative piece. Like, it's something that you would want in your house, in your kitchen, up on a ledge, and just keep it as decor. You can put flowers in it, which is probably what I'll end up doing. I've got several dried flowers, and I'm going to test it to see if the water holds, and if it does, I'll use it to display some bouquets in there as well. The next item of pottery that I got is this lovely vase. And this one is marked whole. And Gabriola. There we go. So that's a nice one as well. Nice small vase. And more pottery. I gravitate to green. I like green. Green is my favorite color. So this one is marked. I will have to figure out who the maker is on this one. I've had something like this before. I just couldn't find it. But I'm pretty sure it was exactly the same glaze. So that one I'll have to keep my eye out. I don't remember if I sold it. I don't think I did. And I can never, ever, ever leave raku behind. This is a lovely raku bowl. It does have damage to the twine, or I don't know what you would call that. But it is also marked. I don't know who made it. Anybody out there knows who made this or is really good at researching? Yeah, just let me know. But look how lovely that is. So this is a lovely piece. I don't keep pottery. I've got enough because I just collect myself. I collect the what they call the weed pots, which is the small little pots. The pots, they don't have to be small, they're pots, but they've got really small openings, and that's just so you can tuck in pieces of weed that you find in the everywhere. Everything's a weed according to some people, and other people they're considered flowers. stoneware. Nice jug. It says made in, I believe that says France. And let's see if you can see that. I don't know which way is up, which way is down. But that's a nice piece. And it's got the stopper, which is perfect. And yeah, so that's another great piece. I do sell these quite often. And that is all for, oh no, there's one more piece of pottery I like. It's this guy. Look how cute he is. Oh my goodness. Or scary. Depends on who is looking at it. So I don't know anything about this guy. I think I gravitate towards it because I'm an Aries and he's got horns. So that's a great thing. That's the bottom of it. It is dirty. I don't know if it lived in somebody's garden, but it looks like either that or it lived in somebody's shed for a while. But he's a really nice piece. I wonder if you put a light in there, he would glow. Actually, I'm going to do that. That's probably the way I'll display it. I'll put one of those battery-operated lights in there and let him light up the day. All right, or the night. Now, not exactly pottery, but almost tiles. I sell tiles all the time, especially the Dutch tiles, Delft ware ones. This one doesn't have a mark where it would tell me if it was Delft or not, but this is the back of it. I can only imagine that it is. Okay, and that is it for that portion of it, and I'm going to show you something else that you guys are going to think, what? Somebody dropped these off? Look at that. 2 Fiesta ware little dishes. And the turquoise on these are what is going to make these really easy to sell. Everybody's looking for that color right now. A little boat in a bottle. I get requests for this in my store. So when I see them and I see them for a good price, I actually pick them up. I don't have any right now. So if anybody comes in looking for one, I can say I definitely have one. There you go. Anatomical little figures always do well because people just like them. What can you do with these? I don't know. Maybe you can poke them. This one is rubber, made out of rubber, and don't know what it was used for, but it's got a whole bunch of writing on it with letters and numbers. So maybe it was part of a set, a training set, an educational set is what I'm thinking. A nice green vase. This one is kind of like slag glass. I don't know how old it is. It might actually be modern, but it'll make a really nice piece with beautiful flowers right in there. And tins. You know I love tins. My customers love tins, so I always pick up tins. This one is for pretzels. It's got really nice bright graphics on it, and it's actually quite a large tin, so it can be used for anything at this point in time. You just stash whatever you want to stash. A bear. These bears, not this particular type, but bears, when I take them up to the antique mall, they generally sell right away. This one is not a jointed bear. He is a 20th century original brass button bear. It's what it says on there. And then on the tag down here, it says Pickford. I don't know if you can see that. Pickford. Pickford bears. So I'll take him up to the antique mall. I've got a little spot there for him. I've sold a few of the dolls and everything. Look at his button nose. It's actually sewn thread is what makes his nose. He's cute. And there's his little brass button tag. I'm sure there's somebody that can tell me a little bit more. I did do the comps on it before I picked it up, and for what they were selling it for, I thought it was a good deal. So might not be making a huge lot of money on it, but it will definitely keep the bear people coming back into my booth, which is something that you want to do, right? You want to have something that brings people in and then just keeps on bringing them in, like the pottery. I sell a lot of pottery because I've got clients, customers that come in and they know that I'm going to have great pottery pieces for them. Unfortunately, at this point in time, the good pottery pieces are right now on this floor, but after today, they'll be priced and they'll be going to the antique mall or into the store. I got a sign here. Probably came off of a box for grapes. It's got, as you can see, the little nails, so it would have been nailed. I like these, you know, put two little hooks there and hang it up. It's a great way to decorate your home, your kitchen, your bathroom, your laundry room, right? Anything that gives you decor and gives you happiness, you should definitely have at home. So that was the purchase for the items that were from September. Now I'm going to go through a smaller batch of inventory that I got, and this is all at Value Village. People say that there's no deals at Value Village. There are still deals at Value Village. Like I said, I paid $135 for all these items. I think I'm going to do a little bit better than $135 on them, especially once I start finding out who the makers for these items are. And this is from July. This is quite a ways back, and you're going to be surprised that I completely forgot about this. It was in a bag and it was in my furnace room, and I'm clearing out the furnace room because I need to make that room for my seeds. I've already got one full shelf full of flower and some vegetable seeds in there, or seedlings. They're under grow lights. I've got another shelf that I've already pretty much emptied out. I've just got one more layer of shelf to go through, and that's from some auction items that I bought, and I'll show you that in another video. So don't forget to subscribe and like my videos, and always that way you can get notified when I put up new videos. So this is why I don't know why I didn't bring this out. Christmas is over. Is it? No. I should have brought it up for Christmas, but people buy Christmas all the time. I did a whatnot on Tuesday, and what it was items that I actually had in my furnace room where I'm trying to clear out, and there were 3 bins in there that I had maybe peeked at like over the past 5 years, but they never made it up to the store. They never made it into my booth at the antique mall, and they're just sitting there. It's inventory and what we call dead piles. So I needed to clear that out, brought the 3 bins upstairs, and did a whatnot unboxing or unbinning of the items in there. And one of the bins had Christmas items, and this was just a week ago, and it is what all the people who are watching my show wanted to bid on. They didn't care about the china. They didn't care about the nice glass. They didn't care about this nice vintage stainless steel platters that I had from Norway, but they wanted the Christmas stuff. So I am having a Christmas in July whatnot live stream auction. So please follow me on Whatnot if you love Christmas, because not only am I going to be bringing him into that show, I am going to be bringing a lot more Christmas, like the Santa, who is made out of plastic, who is holding a cute teddy bear. Unfortunately, he's made in China, and I generally don't buy anything made in China, but this is something that I think will sell. It's a nice decorative. He's got an antique look to him, and he's not going to break. Yeah, so he's going to be up in that auction as well. And I'm going to go into my attic, bring out bins of inventory for Christmas. Some of them were in the store over Christmas, but I've got so much inventory up there. It's going to be probably a 2-hour Christmas in July auction. So stay tuned for that. And now we get to the other great stuff that I have, which is china. This is all purchased, like I said, from July. This is Paragon, and it is Tapestry Rose, and it is the creamer and sugar. I do have or have had teacups and saucers in this pattern, but I don't think I've ever had the creamer and sugar bowl. I don't know what they're worth, but I'm going to say on a minimum $15. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, I only paid a total of $76 for these last few items, and that's with taxes included. Yeah. Calgary, that's where I was raised, so I always gravitate to anything that has horses on it and that has Calgary on it as well. And there's lots of people here in town and on Vancouver Island that actually also are from Calgary, believe it or not, Alberta. And I like to have a little something for them. We got two cute little birds, chicks here. They're salt and pepper shakers. Salt and pepper shakers are always a great find. They go, especially if you find the right type of pair, and the yellow on this is just really, really nice. Next is a bit of Hudson Bay, and it is just a bottle opener. Not just, it's a great stocking stuffer, so that might actually make it into that Christmas sale. I got a spoon. Spoons, I mean, one spoon is not going to make a whole lot, but if I have a set, which I might actually for this one, or a whole bunch of spoons together, I can usually get a bit more money for them. And we've got another teacup and saucer. This one is Royal Albert. It doesn't have the pattern name on it. I'll have to do a little bit of research, but generally teacups and saucers, Royal Albert ones, I sell them for $25 per set. And I generally will not pay more. I would say $5 for a Royal Albert, I think is a good price. If it's a really nice teacup and saucer that I know that I'm going to get $100 for, I don't mind paying up for it. I can do $25, $30 for it. And I have a couple more items. These are requests that I get. I had somebody come into the store asking for paint by numbers. This is ballerinas, and I probably could have sold that, but guess what? I didn't, because it was in my furnace room. So I lost on a sale there, and it is a pair. So we got the one, and then we got the other. And I really need to stop buying art. I haven't bought any art lately, so that might, I need to clear out art. And I've tried, trust me. And if you're Irish, you know what that is. This is a nice, I believe it's brass. Yeah. Nice little plaque. Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe it's plaster. Yeah, it's plaster. And it's Celtic art something at the back. So that, my friends, is purchases from last year. Gonna get them priced, and I'm gonna take them upstairs, sort what's gonna go to the antique mall, and then sort what is going to actually stay in the store. I don't think there's any items here that I'm gonna put on eBay. I'll probably end up selling them pretty fast, either at the antique mall or here. And that is all I have for you today. So I hope you learned something, and that you keep on thrifting, keep on selling. All right, we'll see you all. And oh, I always forget, subscribe and like. And if you've got any comments on anything that I have on here, please leave me a comment. Thank you, and we'll see you again.